Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a nice weekend. It's Sunday here just now, so I want to talk to you about the Makerfield by-election question time special clip. So we had the Green Party versus the Reform candidate, and basically the Reform candidate was talking about immigration and the impact on housing, right? And the smug Green Party candidate then decides to hit out with, well, do you think that if you shut the borders that it's going to solve the housing crisis? Like, and she honestly thought that was like, aha, got ya. Like, this just isn't funny anymore, guys. This is serious. This is serious. This is a potential candidate that has a shot at possibly winning that by-election, a Green candidate, right, who is too gone in the head ideologically, right? So as soon as you mention immigration, it's like, oh, you're bad, you're racist, do you know what I mean? And she does not have the intelligence, the IQ, or the foresight, or a basic common sense about her to realise that, of course, immigration is impacting the housing crisis that we face throughout the British Isles, right? It doesn't take, like, a monkey could probably work, an infinite number of monkeys could work that one out, do you know what I mean? It's not funny, guys, it really isn't. This is serious, right? I mean, this is a woman that could possibly, like, if she gets that seat, right, she will be on, like, something like a 90 odd grand a year salary, and she will be responsible for voting on legislation that directly affects your life. Yeah, this has got to be a wake-up call, guys. I don't know how the audience weren't laughing their head off at that woman, but laughing, like, is just laughing at it is not enough anymore. It needs to be, like, robustly called out for the absolute absurdity and moronic behaviour that it is. So she's said that basically, oh yeah, so that it's if you shut the borders, that's not going to solve the housing crisis. And then the Reform guys came out with, well, yeah, the fact that they were letting all these people in, can't you see that the more people you let into the country, the more the housing crisis is going to exacerbate. Yeah, it's going to make the housing crisis worse, right? And she's like, well, it's the people that live in the country that affect the housing. So, but she said it's the people that live in Britain that affect the housing. That was another one of our absolute, like, this isn't funny, guys. This is majorly serious. People like that can't get anywhere near power. Now, I've got a solution to this as well, right? I'm all about solutions these days, right? Or the past 2 days anyway, right? So rather than just moaning about it, I think that to become an MP, you should have, like, a minimal of, like, I don't know what the like GCSEs at an A or down in England, and the equivalent up here in Scotland. You should have, like, I don't know what the qualifications are because they've all changed, but you should have, like at least, like, I don't know if they still do hires in Scotland or what they, I don't know what they do, what the equivalent in A levels or something like that in England. You should have at least a C pass at a minimum and an A level in maths to be able to run for being an MP. We can't afford to have, like, low IQ absolute morons running for Parliament and potentially getting seats in Parliament and being able to vote on legislation when they think that it's the people that live here that affect the housing, when they don't have the intelligence, the common sense to know that the more people you let into the country, the more that number increases, and therefore your demand on housing increases. And if we don't have the housing to start with, then that is going to exacerbate the housing crisis. This is like a 10-year-old could grasp that concept. And it's like, I don't know, like the audience, I think, are so brainwashed, because they should have been like, hey, wait a wee minute, you are absolutely like off your rocker if you don't see that. The audience should have been in uproar about that, not laughing about it. The time for laughing at this absurdity is way past. It can't be allowed to continue. There must be mechanisms in place where we can screen for people that have like actual common sense. And I don't mean like, I don't care about what their ideology is or that, right? I think it should be like there should be like some kind of psychometric test, a maths test, a grammar, basic English grammar. Do you understand basic sentence structure and things like that? Because we have got like absolute morons running for these positions now, and it's not funny. It really isn't. We need to do something about it. Thanks for watching.